Hello everyone, I am Dmitry Gerasimov, CEO of Demlabs Company that's running the Cellframe project. And today it's our regular AMA session. I'll answer on your questions that you have sent before and then answer on questions that you are sending right now in our YouTube channel. So let's go. And the first question is the next one. Recently, the White House recommended that developers refrain from using C and C++ languages due to vulnerabilities in memory management. What do you think about this? I want to say that problem not in languages, problem in code parts that operate with non-management memory. Such places cannot be explicit from memory management ever you have selected another language like the Rust. Rust also has unsafe sections. Sometimes it's mandatory to use unprotected memory. And here will be the same vulnerabilities. I want to mention one example. We have Bitcoin that's written on C and C++ that still wasn't hacked. And we have, for example, Solana that's written on Rust that was hacked. We have Ethereum that's written on Go languages that also was hacked. It's not absolute prevention of hack. It's not panacea. Also, I believe that in nearest future, development of AI tools for development will make development not so related from languages at all. Languages will be on the level below, or that's with developers that operate within. Okay, the next question. Earlier, you mentioned that you were considering the idea of launching a service for renting a graphics processor. If this plan is still relevant, in what format will this service be implemented? Will it be in the form of TDApps? Yes, it's still relevant. We're still working on this ability. It will be in form of a combination of TDApps, different blocks in Cellframe node itself, and it will be basement for building of different applications. So it will not be TDApps, it will be engine for TDApps, and maybe some examples based on this engine. Let's say so. Anyway, it's not obsolete, it's not abandoned, we're still working with it. The next question. A question about the so-called quantum apocalypse. In your opinion, which online services will it affect first? It will affect mostly the services that depends from the digital signature, and these signed documents cannot be replaced in one moment in one place. What are you talking about? I'm talking about so famous online services like Bitcoin, like Ethereum, but not only about cryptocurrencies. There are also some digital government services that also could operate with encrypted signature. But here the threat is lesser because government always can just set it on pause and say everyone that you need to replace your hardware token for things. Unfortunately, in crypto world, we have different situation. Yes, I have heard that Vitalik said that we can just make hard fork and that prevents the apocalypse at all. No, it will not prevent. Why? Because only the proof of your ownership on your tokens, only the proof is your private key. If we have a quantum computer that can break the signature, it could produce the same proof. the same private key that you have. It will become not a private. And here I see we are moving to the next situation when all the cryptos will be hacked. And to prove that you own your money, you will need to pass KIC and AML. It's only way that will work together with hard fork that was Vitalik talking about. So it's not the threat against our money now, it's against our privacy. And that's maybe a bigger problem. However, for us, it's make some things easier because we can now safely lock any assets on our bridge, and when the quantum apocalypse happens, as I understand, all classic crypto system will be frozen for a while, so all operations in Ethereum will be frozen after apocalypse, I see, as I understand. And in this situation, all assets that was passed through the bridge in our network will continue to work. And it will be the key advantage against all other cryptos. We can save their tokens, their non-quantum safe tokens. They became quantum safe in our network. They will still be operatable, and you will not to pass KIC or AML. Only who will need to pass KIC and AML is Demlabs Company will need to prove that this smart contract is our, and just reissue all addresses and prove it's our addresses. That's all. It's only about our bridge, and your privacy still will be untouched. It's not a little about your question, but this moment about breach, about hard forks, I wanted to talk about it for a long time. Okay, moving to the next question. What assets will be available on the Cellframe DEX at launch? In general, will the team be buying assets to wrap and place on the DEX, or will it happen differently? On the beginning, we'll track the situation in our exchange. We'll care about liquidity. However, it's a limit order based exchange, so it will more depends from activity of traders or trader bots, I believe. Anyway, we have some plans about liquidity attraction to this, maybe about some abilities to earn for liquidity providers, but for now I can't say anything for sure about it. Okay, the next question. The next question is: the team has been working on the two-way bridge mod for several months now. What difficulties and surprises have arisen, and or are now arising in the process of this work? It's a really interesting question, because with two-way bridge mode related a lot of activities for the last several months. Maybe you have seen that we have a really big spread between ERC20 and BIP20. Why it happens? Because we have some connections with other token movements. As I understand, a lot of trade bots working in ERC20 networks, just coaching our token together with others and pump them. It happens only in one network, and because we have no bridge between ERC20 and BIP20 networks, we have such big spread. It appears, then pass some time, it goes away. This holds us and doesn't allow to move forward and doesn't allow to grow price up. That's why we have switched all our efforts to the two-way bridge between ERC20 and BIP20 networks. And I was going to say on these AMA sessions that we already run them. Unfortunately, we have maybe a little more time. It's about hours, really. Maybe we'll launch about today, maybe tomorrow, but not the next week for sure. I believe we'll do this ever this night. Maybe we'll switch on the tomorrow, but not more. Anyway, we'll run it nearest hours, not days. And that's why we was working on this for last several months. It's important part of the two-way bridge for CF20 as well. It's more task closer to this moment. So I think the biggest difficulty and surprise was that we have to work much quicker with this additional mode between Ethereum and BSC networks. And we almost did it. In testnet, it works enough, good enough. Okay, let's go to the next question. By the way, this question is also related with the bridge. Question is, with the launch of the two-way bridge mode, the load on the Cellframe bridge will increase. How effectively is the bridge adapted to cope with the future loads? It's based on our stake engine, based on our current version of bridge. It's already tested on different loads, so it's prepared for big load for sure. Because it's based on decentralized model, if we'll see it's overloaded, we just increase a number of the bridge nodes, and that's all. It's easy scalable, let's say so. The next question. How do you choose projects for the Cellframe ecosystem? What kind of projects might interest you? There is two criteria. First criteria, it should be unique for the ecosystem and give the unique service. The second criteria is it should be unique for CPU resources utilization. So it can, for example, we have now, right now, we have no any TDFs that will utilize your hard drive, and we have no any. That's, by the way, we're working on the utilization of your GPU resources. Maybe some other, for example, VPN utilize your network broadband, and such projects that will utilize some other resources will be interesting for us as well. The next question. Recently, the launch of the DotFlat project, Flatcoin in the Cellframe ecosystem, was announced. Tell us how it's structured, the team, founders, capitalization, how liquidity is provided. We have announced it a little earlier that we think it to announce. It was a small false start, sorry. More details about team, founders, and the liquidity providing ways we'll public it little later when we'll prepare. The next question. Is there any interest from investment banks and other large organizations regarding the tokenization of projects with the Cellframe ecosystem? Sometimes we have negotiations about such things. There are requests, and if they are satisfied, we report about it as usual. The next question. Is the project team working on the establishing GR communications relating with government agencies in their country? Yes, of course. We're always trying to find some point of contacts. Contact point. The next question. In April, the Cellframe team is going to Blockchain Live 2024. Please share your plans and expectation for this forum. To this forum, we are going together with Node.sys team, and we are planning to present a lot of hardware solutions specific for Cellframe ecosystem. Also, we'll be presenting together with Node.sys. They will be present in their project as well. We'll present abilities of our ecosystem, how it could be used for different startups. We are planning to have a lot of to find new contacts. We focus it on the really good networking. Our expectations are high, let's say so. Okay, the next question. Please tell us about your plans for future partnerships with other projects. When I can talk about them, I'm talking about this the same moment. Right now, we have nothing that we still haven't talked. We have common projects like DotFlat. We have some developments like AI chain. If it will be something new, I will say for sure. The next question. What motivates you and the team to continue working on the Cellframe project? How do you see its further development? First motivation is the quantum apocalypse, because personally, I and my team, we have no enough tools for our safements for some our personal needs, let's say so. Second motivation that is it's just interesting to develop. And the third motivation, we always finish what we have begun. How do you see its future development? I think this year will be the last year with so active development. Maybe next year a little, but we are moving to some stable product that does not need a lot of reworks, a lot of development. Most significant is to make, after TwoWay Bridge, we need to also make smart contracts, of course, and develop its ecosystem to enlarge its abilities. But mostly we have working core, and nearest year, maybe two, I think it will be finished to enough to move to the community. It will be more developed by community, maybe more by projects in our ecosystem, because they will need some own needs and propose some updates for the Cellframe node. However, I see we are moving to the end of the rapid development and moving closer to more stable situation when we will need just to support, just answer on some new needs. Anyway, I see we are moving to success, and more efforts we need now to focus on marketing, on promotion. That's how I see it. Okay, it was all the questions that you have prepared before. Now let's see what's going on in our translation on your questions that you're asking right now. Bro, please give us news on Bridge. I think I have told enough about the Bridge. Okay. When will the amount of cell required to run a masternode will be 2000 cell? Also, when we'll be able to create meme coins on CF20? I believe we'll sooner need to have a lesser cell amount than we have right now. Because, you know, about ability to create a meme coins on CF20, you can create it right now. No barriers to create any coin. You need to just compose request, compose a project, because we have some checks to list these coins on our backbone. Anyway, you can bring up your own parachain without any requests and do whatever you want. You need just pass some approvals from our team if you want to list your coin on the backbone. Okay, what's the next question? Will you or Cellframe have a presentation or any kind of session talk on the blockchain? No, we'll not have any dedicated presentation. We will have a stand, dedicated stand in a hall. And we'll stay in this behind the stand and present for everyone. It's more effective. Okay, can you please tell us more about how Demlabs and Cellframe funded? Thank you. Right now, most of our funds goes from the fees that we are collecting, by the way. Before we were living on the there are still some how to say it, left some money from pre-mine. But now we are moving for investment from fees. There are fees from BIP20 trades, also fees from bridge. We still, by the way, we still haven't collect any fee from the bridge. Collected enough. Also, there is some pre-mine was announced in Tokenomic 2.0. But right now we are moving to live from fees. Okay, the next question. Any question about listing? I cannot answer, sorry. Ever tomorrow we have the first tier listing. Sorry, I cannot say anything. Okay. Same about price. When we'll hit the price X, I also cannot say, because from my side everything will be could be traded as financial advice. Sorry, I don't discuss the price. Okay. About all partnerships I have said enough. If BTC is to be safe, it must be CF20 Rapid, yes. And we also have plans to bring up the native BTC bridge based on how to say it. There are special ability in Bitcoins looking a little similar to our conditional transactions. So we have to bring a bridge with them. Is Cellframe gonna have a slot at the BL startup pitch? No, sorry. Not the couple of days for TwoWay Bridge. It's about hours to the bridge between ERC20 and BIP20 and back. That's all. Not with the CF20. It's only about Ethereum and BSC. Only about exchange between them. For now. Okay, why are you better than Quanks? We have mainnet. Cellframe best community, best project foundation, best everything. Who is the company you are partnered with? When will they say? When it's possible. Okay, flat. How long will smart contracts take? Oh, sorry, cannot say for sure. Generally, it's not hard, but how a lot of time it will take for the tests, don't know. Will Cellframe be integrated into Ledger or Trezor or Trust Wallet one day? I'm working with this. Also, we are working on our own hardware wallet. It's really important. Maybe some prototype of our hardware wallet will be presented on Blockchain Live, by the way. Good job, thank you. Thank you for your support. It's because of non-disclosure agreements. Every time you sign an agreement with any centralized exchange, it's you also sign the non-disclosure agreement as well. Okay, instant meme. Maybe it's instant meme. I have no any. I can't say any bad about quants. I appreciate any quantum safe project. Quants could be also good enough. For example, I would be happy if Quants will bridge with us for some time, because bridging with quantum ready coins is much easier and safer. By the way, we doesn't need any emergency protocols or something like this. So why not? No, just wanted to say that we have mainnet, we have some working product. Okay, Okay, thank you for all your questions, for all your time, for your support. See you next time. Goodbye. We are